Hi everyone! Today I want to share with you my wonderful guest design team package that I received from Diemond Dies, and I'm so excited. Dee contacted me and asked me if I wanted to be a guest designer for Diemond Dies, and of course I said yes, because I was very honored, and especially the realistic rose die, I couldn't wait to get started with it. So I have been playing around with it, but today I'm going to show you the poinsettias that I created. But first I will share with you my wonderful guest design team package, and the first set that I received, I'm sorry for the glare, is this beautiful set. And oops, I'm sorry, it's called the Pretty Poinsettia set. And I also used this wonderful die, and I cannot wait to play with this one as well. And it's called the Pine Branch, and I've seen several design team projects with this branch, and I really love how it turned out. And this is the realistic rose die, and I have been playing around with this one as well, but I will show you that in a separate video, as well as how I created the roses. And the next die set that I received is this one, and I absolutely love the detail on this butterfly, and it's called the Monarch butterfly, and this is the small one. There's a bigger one available as well, and this is the next die that I received, and I'm so very happy with this one as well, and it's called the Fern Leaf. And I also received this wonderful set, and this is one of the new releases, as well as the poinsettia die, and oops, I believe it's called the Window die set, but there's no name on it yet, but I will look on the website, and I will put the product information in the description box below, and I will put all the dies in the description box below as well. So I wanted to share with you some small projects I've been playing around, and I will also share with you how I created my poinsettia, so please stay tuned for that. I first started with this small Christmas ornament, and it's a rosette, and I was inspired for this rosette by Bona, who is Live Love Scrap, and I will put the link to her tutorial in the description box below. Thank you so much for the inspiration, Bona. So I created a small rosette, and then I created my poinsettia to go on top of it, and I have some mesh ribbon from my stash and some tinsel, and I created this little charm, and here's a Wild Orchid Craft embellishments. So this is the first one that I created, and this is the other one that I created, and my poinsettia is a little bit different, and the charm is the same, as well as this little bow and the tinsel trim. So maybe you can see the difference between the difference between the two poinsettias, and I will show you how to create them both. And I also made this cute small envelope, and I used my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board to create this one, and this is the gift card envelope, and I used some Velcro to close it. And this is another one of the poinsettias that I created with the dies, and this is an image that I fussy cut, and I used some stickles on her wings. And here are two red poinsettias that I created, and I used some puffy paint, or it's this one right here. It's the puffy velvet marker, or the puffy fabric marker I should say, by Yoshida. So I use this one along the edges, and when you heat it, you heat set it with your heat tool, it becomes all dimensional and puffy. So, and I created a smaller one as well. Compared to this one, I only used the small poinsettias for this one. So, and I really like how they turn out. So I will show you how I created them. And I used this little mat, and I also used an embossing tool. And I will show you how to create these ones first. For one poinsettia I use a large green one and 2 large white ones, and I also used a small white one as well, and I used 2 of these stamens. So the first thing that I do is I take my petals, and I will zoom in a little bit. And I take my embossing tool, and then I draw a line in the center of the petal like this, and then I fold it a little bit upwards to create some dimension, and I do it to all the petals including the green one. So I will speed this up a little bit. And now for the stamens, I used 2 of those, and I use my embossing tool again, and I will roll the stamens a little bit like this. Oops. And now I take my hot glue gun, and I'm going to adhere all the flowers together. So this is the first poinsettia that I created, and now I'm going to show you the other one. It has a lot of dimension, and you can use some stickles on the edges like I did with this one. So now I'm going to show you how I created this one. And I'm using the same amount of poinsettias. I used 2 bigger ones and 1 smaller one, and I used a big green one as well, and I also used 2 of these, and now you are going to need some water. And I spray them 2 by 2 because I don't want to get them too dry. So we'll start with the 2 larger ones. So now I'm dabbing them with some tissue paper. And then I take my paintbrush, and I'm going to curl them around the paintbrush, and I'm going to pinch them So it will look like this, and I'm going to do that to all the petals. Curl them a little bit around the brush and then pinch them like so. So it would look like this. So I'm going to speed up the process. And now they're all dry, I'm going to take my mat again and my embossing tool. Oops. And now I'm going to adhere all my petals together. This is how this one turned out, and here's the other one for comparison. And personally I like this one a little better, but I think they're both beautiful. So I hope you like my poinsettias and my small Christmas ornaments. I will hang these up in my Christmas tree, and I really had a lot of fun playing with this die set. And I also have been making some roses with the diamond dies, and I will show you how I created them in my next video. So please stay tuned for that, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!